Gamers Advocates, Episode 2.
I'm Brendan.
I'm Brandon. What we do is we go over gaming news, game reviews, just kind of try to help you out, give you some information on gaming and how the industry's going these days.
Yep.
Today, we have some new news out for this week. A couple big reviews. We got Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP, done by Brendan. We'll see how that goes later on in the show, I guess. I actually had the joy of reviewing Half-Life 2, the Orange Box,
Yeah.
on the 360, which was a good experience. Brendan's not too thrilled about that, but he's playing it alongside me, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
So, right now I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Brendan here.
Okay.
Talk about some news.
Start off news. Moment of silence for those that have fallen. It was announced earlier last week that Electronic Arts has went ahead and purchased the independent studios of BioWare from Jade Empire and Mass Effect fame and Pandemic, Destroy All Humans, Star Wars Battlefront. So, not too happy to hear about that because EA normally turns out those cookie cutter sequels every year that just really get worse and worse as time goes by. And Madden, yeah.
Everything's starting to wear thin for him a little bit, it seems.
A little bit, yeah. So, not all bad. Both studio execs seem to be very happy about it and everything. They say it's a great opportunity for them to grow, gives them a lot of resources, but...
That's a plus, they're looking at it as positive, but...
I mean, EA tends to break everything apart, have a hand in everything, and we're not thrilled about that. But, who knows, hopefully it'll turn out for the better, so...
Also announced this week, Tim Schafer, Gaming Mastermind, and Jack Black, A God Amongst Men,
Oh, yeah.
have actually joined together to bring us a nice little game called Brutal Legends, which has already been described as a magical ride through the world of metal.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but that really gets me excited. I mean, just a really creative mind of Tim Schafer, and then you all know Jack Black.
Jack Black, yeah. Can't beat
It's
that.
Jack Black, so
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, totally.
good stuff. So, and really, that's kind of the big hits for the week. I mean, not a whole lot in the news right now, but those are a couple of the big ones. So, actually, right now, I think we're gonna go ahead and go straight into Brendan's review of Final Fantasy X.
Before we hop into my review of Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP, give you guys a brief overview of how we review things around here.
For sure.
Yep. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, across 5 points on each game. Accessibility, graphics, sound design, control, and longevity.
Sum-
Go ahead.
Sums up the games pretty quick. So.
Yep. So with accessibility on Final Fantasy Tactics for the PSP, I'm going to give it a 3. Big problem with it right off the bat is it really expects you to know everything hopping right in. It is a remake of the one that came out in '97 on the PS1, but with that, they should still have some kind of brief tutorial at the beginning. They do have written tutorial on there, but it's way too long, and it's just a total headache to get it.
Just kind of
matched
drawn
up.
out and just...
Yeah. So unless you're a huge fan and you played the first one to death, I would honestly be weary of that when you go in.
For sure.
With graphics, I'm going to give it an 8. It is based off a 97 game, but hand-drawn sprites look really good and everything, hold up really well. Big problem with it is, though, it has huge slowdown anytime there's an effect that happens on screen. So whether you're casting or doing a potion or something like that, it slows down to a crawl, and that can hinder it.
Just kind of disappointing, I think.
Yeah. But with Square Enix, you know you're going to get those great-looking cutscenes. They went with the cel-shaded look on this, so
That's cool.
did a really good job with that. Looks good. So I'm going to give it an 8 on there, and here's a little bit so you guys can see it. with that, it brings me to sound design. Final Fantasy game, as you can expect, amazing score in it, really sweeping, fantastic on there. Not so much on the voice dialogue, because there is none,
Isn't any?
but it fits the game well, and weapons,
That's good.
sound effects, and everything are good. So I'm gonna give it a 9.5, just because the sound design, as far as the score goes, is amazing, and it's really great for the portable. So 9.5
That's
on
good.
that. Control, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 because it plays like it should. It's a straight up RPG, tactics, turn-based stuff. Fairly straightforward and everything.
Anything special?
Nothing really, but it makes you have a lot of people in your clan. It's really easy to switch their jobs. Very, very well done menu system on that. So I'm gonna
That's good.
go give it a 9. It's from, pretty much what you expect on that stuff. And then longevity, really long game, about 150 hours if you really feel like going through and doing everything. Main quest sets you back about 80 hours. Beyond that, if you can find someone else with a PSP and a copy of the game, you can do some versus stuff through ad hoc, which is actually kind of cool because once you have like your favorite character set up on your team, you're going to want to put them up against something bigger. So
Of
that's
course,
kind of cool,
yeah.
yeah. So
That's a nice
for
feature.
longevity, I'm going to give it an 8 because once you beat it, it is done, but you do have the option for the multiplayer. And then overall, the score is going to get an 8 for Final Fantasy Tactics or the lines on the PSP. Really great for fans of the old one, people who are just huge into Final Fantasy or tactics games in general.
Of course, yeah.
But it may not be for everyone out there, especially if you're looking for something a little bit faster paced or that's a little bit easier to hop into as well. So, an 8. And so with that, now on to the good stuff.